So I ask this body to please consider approval of the GET for Hawaii County as a source of revenues.
I just want to know, I mean, because Harry, I have to admit, you've demonstrated a lot of, conflicted emotions on this matter. You prefaced your presentation by saying, it's a regressive tax, and, there are some, elements of it that you don't like, maybe one in particular. And you've stated in the paper, as recently as November that, you don't like this thing. And then when you submitted it to the council, I looked at the newspaper over and over and again, and it was really, your statements were ambiguous as to whether you supported it. You said, I don't know if I'm going to support it or not. I'm still open on it. I'd like to know. I don't know about anybody else here, but I want to know. Are you in support of this measure? If so, are you asking us in no uncertain terms to pass it?
My position on excise tax has not changed because of the regressiveness of the tax. Secondly, my position in regards to revenues have not changed. From day one and even before that, trying to work with the government, the legislatures, the importance of following through on their commitment in regards to the purpose of the TAT. I've said it today and I've said it many times over. Had the state come through with their commitment, not ours, the purpose of the TAT and the distribution of the TAT, this presentation would not be necessary. Our problem here is that the failure on that, but I'm still going to work very hard on that. There are proposals there which I'm hoping for. And if that passes through, then it will more than compensate the amount of money that this will raise. And we don't need this. I have no other choice outside of this on the table to ask you to support. Because of that, I support this of 0.5% in excise tax.
And with all due respect, that was a kind of circuitous way of answering my question. And I'm not trying to, be cute or anything like that, but I'm just going to, I think you said the word support about 8 times. So I'm going to take it that you support it. And, the reason why I asked you that, Mayor, is because if you're ambiguous on your position on this matter, it projects to all of us. You got to be strong about this. One way or the other. You're the person who taught me many years ago, you're a black and white kind of guy, and I'm a gray area. You're either here or there. But I take it that you are in support. I'm just going to surmise already. Well, how strong, I do not know. But having said that, let me give you my position.
I don't know how else I can say it, Mr. Chung. I support this because the choices are limited. I support this because of the way the tax system is established for the state control.
The timing of this was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Okay? With all indications, Harry, that you didn't like it, and to just spring it up on us, that's kind of unfair. It's almost like the real property tax thing, which was, I think talked about by someone over here, where during the initial submission to us, no tax increase. And you had stated on numerous occasions that you're not going to raise the taxes. Boom. We have 1 month to try to work out something when we get the amended budget back. Some of you guys, talk about the TAT. You guys are fixated on this TAT matter. You spend more than half of your response to me talking about the TAT and how it was unfair and how these guys took it away. Hey. I told you guys on numerous occasions over the last 3 years, some of you weren't here, never mind about the TAT. We don't have any control over that. The state legislature has control over it whether we like it or not. If we keep on fixating on this matter, we're going to be talking until we're blue in the face. Okay? Now you, Harry, I'm going to get to them. You go to Honolulu. I think we had a travel article in the paper saying that you go to Honolulu twice, maybe a year. You got to be going there more. The word we get from the legislature is they don't see you over there. They want to see you. You are the mayor of the county of Hawaii. You got to spend time there. You have to be, you are our point man. Val, no offense to you, but your relationship with the House isn't all that good, with the House leadership. Other guys over here, Drew is our #1 guy for the legislature. Sue #2, me #3, And, we try our best. But really, if our leadership, chairman and mayor, is not making the effort to build bridges over there, we're going to get a really hard time. So no sense even talk about the TAT already. I mean, really, let's not even talk about it, and let's move forward. So, now, I know I'm going to get blasted, but that's all right. That's my thoughts on this thing. Yeah, we keep on talking about TAT and fairness, and it's really nonsense already.
I'm going to curb my reaction. I don't need you, Mr. Chung, to tell me how I should spend my time. I don't tell you how to spend your time. I don't tell you what is wasting your time. I don't need you to tell me how to waste my time. We set our priorities based on what we believe in. I've never criticized any of you, so it's how you spend your time. I'm proud of the way I spend my time working for Hawaii. Know that. In regards to TAT, I'll keep popping on that. The excise tax, the whole tax system is controlled by the state. They violated their commitment to us. They're the ones that limit our taxation policies and ability. I explained that. You think it's easy? And I did not say I will not raise taxes. I just said what every politician knows. You don't want to. I explained today what such a limitation on what we can and cannot do, and that's why I'm here. Please remember, I took office in 2017, December. Our first job was to pay the bills that we didn't create. Maybe you had a part in it. I didn't criticize you on how to expend your money or our money. Our job was to pay the bill. That's what we did in regards to find out what you talked to Deanna here. She had a responsibility also to present to me what the bills were. You think I knew on December 5th what the bills were? That's when I was inaugurated. Ask her our in-house joke of what is it this time, because the more we uncovered a debt of what we had to pay from $5 million, the first estimate, to near $20 million before we came out with a final budget. It was not an easy task, but we did it because that's what we had to do in time to get the information of what was out there. That's why it came in at that time. And I'm not going to go beyond that because I resent some of the things you insinuated about me. But so be it. I will continue to do my job and be open with the community and this council on what we do. If you're critical of my time and how I spend it, that is your right.
When the public hears that, the House leadership doesn't take too kindly to me or they don't like me. And maybe so be it, because I went up on the special session and I stood up for the people and the people's voice of saying, hey, don't shove this down our throat. However, with that said, I thought we could move beyond that. I've had conversations with them. I'm hoping that they are big enough, to put that aside now and to work on what's best for the people. So if we're going to be held hostage because the state is going to shove something down our throat, we need to stand up against them. I'm not saying that we're going to bend backwards and go, I'm not going to fight them because I'm afraid that they're going to hate me and I need a good relationship with them. That's the whole problem right now with politics.
You can feel however you like, Harry, but sorry you resent. Oh no, I'm happy. I like to be criticized. I open myself to criticism. Really, I do. And this actually should be viewed as a very refreshing conversation where everybody just throws their cards on the table instead of just bullshitting their way, here and there and not telling the truth and trying to, just make things nice. Hey, whatever, just throw it on the table. I'm not criticizing Miss Poindexter. She did what she felt she had to do. I'm just stating a fact. And you know that is, right? There's no love lost between you and the House leadership, for better or for worse. But the reason why I bring those things up is because you guys keep on talking about the TAT. We should be just talking about the GET, but everything goes back to the TAT. We may get it, we may not get it, I don't know, and it's getting worse and worse each year. But if we keep on talking about it, you either do something about it or don't talk about it anymore. You can make your presentation, your nice presentation to the legislature and give your position or whatever it is, but let's not really get any false expectations about that thing ever coming back until effective lobbying is done. That's my point. And I think, Harry, you didn't address that other part. I mean, you talked about what kind of position you were in, but you never really did empathize with what kind of position we were put in. Never once during that rebuttal that you brought up about, well, you know, I don't question what you're doing with your time and don't question mine. But never once did you show any empathy towards us. Thank you.